I want to talk about grounding or earthing, basically the same thing. For those of you who don't know what it is, basically it's just connecting with the earth. Everything obviously is electrical in this universe, including us, including the planet. The planet has an overall negative charge, so there's extra electrons. The difference between a planet and a star, the only difference that I can see is that planets give off negative charge and stars give off positive charge, just as an aside. So people walk around in shoes all day. They don't touch the earth. Like, it's very important. The bottom of your foot actually transfers electrons between the earth and your body. Normal cellular or normal business inside your body within the cells, I guess. Electrons get stripped from cells, causing damage. And unless you can replenish those, you're going to have inflammation, you're going to have pain, you're going to have the onset of chronic diseases. And the easiest, the most effective, and the freest way to do it is to go outside, put your feet on the ground. Simple. And if you don't make a habit of it, you probably never do it in this day and age, the way the world is set up. So just a few tips on how I've found the most effective. You want to do this after the sun has come up, but in a shady spot. So if you go stand on a patch of ground that the sun has been directly on, it's not going to work as effective as if you're standing in the shade. The best explanation I could figure for that is because you're actually getting protons from the sun directly onto that part of the ground, and the free electrons are being combined with the protons, and you're getting nothing there. There's no benefit from it. So what I do each morning, it works better after the sun has come up. I don't know why, it just kind of does. So you find a shady spot, and if there's no dew on the ground, if it's not wet, just take a cup of water or whatever you have, and dump it over and around your feet. So make like a circle of moisture around yourself. And think about pushing energy from the top of your head down through your feet, and then sucking it back up through your feet. If you actually think about it, it happens. I can't explain why, it just does. And this goes with a lot of things. The more you think about it, if you visualize it, if you feel it happening, it happens. Another tip is don't stand in the same spot, because the electron transfer doesn't go over a wide area. So you're gonna take all the electrons from directly under your feet, and the longer you stand there, it doesn't matter, there's no more. So after really 15 seconds, move to a different spot and redo the process all over again. And you'll feel it. You'll know when the connection is made. After a couple times and you get used to it, you'll actually feel like a release once you make that connection. So that's what you're aiming for. Like, it kind of feels cold, I would say, and it really has nothing to do with the water or the temperature of the ground. Just on the bottom of my foot, it feels cold, I would say, is the best sensation when it actually connects. And you'll feel it connect, and then you'll feel it like dissipate to nothing. And that's when, again, about 10-15 seconds, just move to another spot and start over again. But think about it. Think about pushing the energy, feeling the energy moving. And it makes it much more effective. And just as an aside, with Fukushima, the way radiation kills you is by ionizing your blood, ionizing your cells. And so this is a great way to try to minimize the impact of all the man-made radiation floating around our atmosphere right now. So I'm really not going to go over any of all the studies and all that kind of stuff. If you want to dig into that, I would suggest Mercola, MERCOLA.com. Dr. Mercola is excellent. I found his advice, for the most part, spot on, and he has numerous articles and videos and things on earthing. So if you really want to go in depth with it, go there. And all the products that I've seen out there, grounding your bed, and there's like mats you can buy and things like that. They may or may not work. I have no idea, but all I've ever done is go outside, and it works like a charm. So it's very easy, and you really get into the habit every single day. If you need to do it after you come home from work, if you can't get out there in the morning or whatever, again, try to find a spot that the sun has not hit all day. The spot in perpetual shade if you're doing it later in the day. If you can do it in the morning, it's a lot easier. And I feel just with the rhythm of the earth, doing it in the morning is the best way to go. All right, thanks for listening. Get out there. Get grounded.